Sqwéltel. So I was looking over the class meeting and we had some technical difficulties again. We kept getting started. But for some of the new members, I said I will put some of the documents in. These are pretty much the documents we've been working with to date. I recommend that you download them and print it out so you can follow along, and you always have these videos or the video we're even right now to go along and do some review before next session. So we're going to open in prayer. We typically open in prayer. That is part of protocol and tradition on Stalo, unceded territory, and that is where we are. This is often used to bless a meeting. It's O Chichasiam. O Chichasiam. Please to Sqwéltel. A Quam Cha. Tali Salt Sqwéltel. What lamb could eat to tilt Tlelawel. A kweléches to Siwis to Hílékwtset. Cheat omeself. Lam kumakstam. A questa as. Moktelstaka. So you will see there also there is a translation. You can replay that. You can try it with me. And some of the things we've been working on is milt kweléches. Come inside. Milt kweléches LCA. Come in, my friend. A kwesami. Come in. One of the phrases that we've been using is Hílékwtset call. So what we would say is Hílékwtset, come inside call. And the answer, of course, would be milt kweléches. This is something you can practice with as well. Ask yourself, Hílékwtset students call. And that is Sqwéltel. Hílékwtset everyone call. And the answer would be Mekwat. So let's go over a couple of those real quick again. Milt kweléches LCA. A kwesami. Sqwéltel. Mekwat. We could change that question to be something else, and we could say, how do you say a latith in English? The answer, of course, would be good morning. A latith. One of the things that we have been doing is a knock-knock game, and it goes a little like this. I'm not going to highlight through this. I'm just going to read through it. And the first person would say, quaquals, knock, knock. Quaquals. Perhaps it's morning. A latith. Quaquals. Perhaps it's hello. A swale, or good afternoon. A tuxwale. Quaquals. A qualalt. The next person would ask a question. Who's at the door? Tuat kweléches. Who's there? Tuat to Sqwé. And then we would answer with our name. I would answer, Kai tell Sqwé. You answer with your name. Your name, tell Sqwé. I recommend that you try to repeat after me as well. Language is a sort of a modeling behavior. It's what we do when we're kids. Mom says something and we repeat it. Tell Hílékwtset is what that other person is going to ask. Where are you from? Hílékwtset. And I will say, I'll tell you. Hílékwtset, I'll tell you. I am from Ontario. You would have to answer where you're from. It might be from Edmonton. You can just put in exactly what it is and where you are from, though, even in the English. Next word, kweléches. Your turn. Some of our other activities are included in here as well. It's how to do greetings and exchanges. Sqwéltel, Kweléches. Good day, how are you? Sqwéltel, Kweléches. Sqwéltel, Chitama Castalua. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Castalua, and you. Sqwéltel, Chitama Quetzalmetzelcha, or just Quetzalama. And that is also, I'm fine, thank you. See you soon. There are two ways to say goodbye in Hílékwtset, more formal ways. Lamawith, said to the person leaving, and also Hawawith, said to the person staying. One of the other things we were working on, and when Kweléches was with us, and Lolil and Tim, Kweléches, and then we would say a name, and we would ask each other questions. Kweléches, and I'm going to pretend Tim is here. Kweléches, Tim, and Tim could answer how he was feeling. How are you, Tim? Kweléches, Tim, answer. And there's the first, how he's feeling, and then sel, which means I. So if he was itatum sel, he's sleepy. Tetzel oa, he's very good. Kwakwi, or quay, and either of those are hungry. He could also maybe be Hílékwtset, I'm busy. I often say, Hílékwtset, I'm busy. Kweléches said something funny in one of our classes, and he said, oh, Tam, you're always kwakwi. So how would we say that right there? We off means always, kwakwi sel. Another thing we have been doing is asking about how each other are, how our friends are. You can look these over. Kweléches again. You're asking who it is. Kweléches, Tim. I even often ask right here. Ta sitat, did you sleep well? Tim often answers, awa. What would he say? Sel kwakwi, I was hungry. So going right along here, and I would like to go over the phoneme chart as well, and that I would like to do because the letters do not have the same sound as in English. And here you're going to see the letters. There's the letters for Hílékwtset. This is one of the phoneme charts that I upgraded for the elders when I was working with the elders at the lodge. They wanted something a little bigger, bolder, that was easily read. Here you'll find the sound. Here's the word example, imech, and imech is for walking. Phoneme chart is here, and if you print them out, you'll have them side by side. But what I would like you to practice on is this. So we're going to go down a little bit further. And before we do, I'll show you here. Letters not used in Hílékwtset are also shown here, and we can cover that too. There are some games here I've included that were here that we would ask each other. For instance, Li chuk a stuk ta, and ta is usually masculine, fa would be feminine. So what if I asked Kweléches, Li chuk a stuk tha Sqwéltel, do you like the lady beaver? Then he could answer, a stuk sel tha Sqwéltel. Maybe he doesn't like it. Maybe instead, well, maybe, Yaswa. So those are three important words as well. A means yes. Awa, no. Yaswa, maybe. Estuk is the verb to like something. So let's go through the phoneme chart, and I'm going to show you something else here. And when you have the phoneme chart in front of you, and I'm going to read this off right now, when you have yours printed, you can work along with it, and you can look at the pictures. This comes out of work, of course, again from the elders. And this is how I was taught. In English, we learn as little children our ABCs, we learn the song. And then we learn our phonium, and this is much the same. Learn this. This will help with reading and speaking Hílékwtset. So I'm going to start and say walam to imech. Imech is for walking. Walam to amat. Amat is to sit up or sit down. Walam to tukwas. Tukwas is for $9. Let's stop and go up. You get the idea of that, and I can do this off the chart so you can watch as well. And for whatever reasons, my screen is acting up, but it is. So we'll just bear with it while it moves real slow. The word for slow is ayam. Ayam to pipa. Slow the paper, or in this case, the screen. Ayam. So let's go back up here. And I would like, when you're practicing, because this is how I was taught myself too, and it is very important. Many of the language elders stress this. So let's start here. It was walam to imek. Walam to amat. Walam to acha. Walam to tukwas. Walam to alf. Walam to stalo. Going on in the phonium chart. Walam to musmus. Musmus is for cow. Walam to chalik. Chalik is for hand. Walam to ch'ehut. I'm going to say that again. Ch'ehut. Ch'ehut is to dry something. Walam to patakwam. Patakwam is for bracken fern. Can you hear that? It's a popping sound. Walam to spaucus. Spaucus is for eagle. Walam to apples. Apples is for 10 o'clock. And that is shown right there with that glottal. That glottal means an sound. Walam to kapu. Kapu is for coat. Walam to pesca. Pesca, and some people say pesca. That's different dialect, still upriver Hílékwtset. Pesca is for hummingbird. Walam to quassel. Quassel is for star. Walam to queléches. Queléches is for grizzly bear. It's in the back of the throat. Queléches. Walam to yayakwim. Yayakwim is for perspiring. Walam to kweléches. Kweléches is for yawning. Walam to kalk. Kalk is for a rose. Walam to kami. Kami is for a teenage girl. Walam to kwaap. Kwaap is for apple. Walam to k'ol. K'ol is for ear. And I've also heard it in dialect with k'ul. Walam to tukwits. Tukwits is for bow. And that's just a real popped sound again. Walam to elam. Elam is to sing. Down here now. Walam to selkama. Selkama is for black cap. And I'm hoping this is coming through on the tape. When I listened to one of the other ones, I thought, it doesn't sound as clear as it should. But this, the is more like as in Sqwéltel, which would be Chilliwack. Sorry, I'll try that again. Sqwéltel, and that would mean Chilliwack. So statum. Statum is for crawling. Walam to the cat. The cat is for tree. And this is that with a pop sound on it. Walam to Allah. Allah is for heart. Tla. 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 TL with a bit of a pop. Tla. Tla. Walam Can you say it? Tleek, tlauk, tilla. Let's do that one again. Tleek, tlauk, tilla. And that's for fun. La walam to lalam. Lalam is for house. Ha walam to hayuk. Hayuk is for fire. Here's another one that's sometimes tricky. I found it tricky. It's a sound that comes around your teeth. So it's not really a th, as in the or tha sound. It's a shleem. Walam to shleem. Shleem is for picking berries. Walam to sklau. Sklau is for beaver. The next one is like in English. Walam to kwashu. Kwashu is for pig. Shwa, shwa, shwa. And that's another one we have to practice. Shwa, walam to shwamala. Shwamala. Shwamala is for store. Hya, hya. And that stands for hiesum. Hya, walam to hiesum. Hiesum is for ant. Here's another one. Sometimes some people who have some German are able to do it easier. It's a hard sound. It's back in the throat. Walam to ham. Ham is for crying. Hwa, hwa, hwa. Walam to huomuk. Huomuk is for First Nations person. And the way I was taught with Dr. Lulamlot, Hawa, Hawa, Hawa walam to Hawaya. Hawaya is for fly. You can also, I've also heard in dialect and been taught Huawea. So that's the phoneme chart. There's a start. Try to go through that. Try to go through it with the tape. It's sometimes a lot easier if we weren't doing tapes and online, and even online, at least we're face to face. So now here goes my screen again. My computer is just, oh boy, I am. Oh, I am. In here, I have some review phrases that we've worked with early on. Some of them are shown again. Awa, no. Yes. Yaswa, please. Another, see you, please. And then, of course, thank you. Selchitama, and more formal, kwasai. Aaweth, you're welcome. Key Lewis is one that we use a lot in our games that we play online. Key Lewis, your turn. Some phrases that are in here as well. Hílékwtset. We are happy. I like this one too. Sqwéltel. Sqwéltel. You folks are smart. And I like this one too. Sqwéltel. Another good phrase to use that we need to know is I'm sorry, and that is Sqwéltel. Sqwéltel. Now that cell stands for I in Upriver Helkamelam. It's one of the personal pronouns. In here, another one of the pronouns I will be probably adding on, because excuse or to excuse is actually kweléches, and then to say me would be thaik. Kweléches thaik, excuse me. Stop, tlaluch. And then, of course, we are going home, lam satak. So in Upriver Helkamelam, there are a few in here of pronouns. Sel is I, chuch is you, set is we, and chap has been translated oftentimes in my teachings to you folks. So li setwa ea, let's go back over that. How are we? Li is a question marker. If I say li, I can mean in or at something, but in context of a sentence, it would be like a question marker. So li, set, How are we? Well, we could say, set itatum, we're sleepy. We could say, set tetzel oa. We could even say that we were hungry, set kwakwi, or kwe, set kwe. Or we could say that we've been busy, set yukwis. Another one of the games that we have been playing is Tawat Tasiea. And Tawat means who, Ta means your, and Siea is actually friends. So we better change that to, oh, no, friend. Right here, if it had another colon in there, it would now be friends. So let's go back and put that back so when I upload it, it isn't changed. So the difference is Siea and Siea. And one is a little bit longer. That colon means that a syllable, if we call them syllables, is dragged. So one of the games, Tawat Tasiea, who's your friend? And that would be a good one to work with in your family. You could start saying, Tawat Tasiea. And people would look at you and you'd say, who's your friend? And then they could answer, who is their friend? So the answer, if we're going to answer in a full sentence, is, for instance, if someone asked me, Tawat Tasiea, I might say, Kweléches, tell Siea. Kweléches, Ryan is my friend. And I say tell because in this case I'm speaking directly about a man. What if it was Lolil and I wanted to say, yes, Lolil, tell Siea. I would use the thel because Lorraine is a woman. So moving through this then, we also have a closing prayer. I think I've posted it on the language group. I will read through at least a couple of lines because this is nice to have something, just even a phrase if you want to say something in passing or imparting to people. Siam, please tauk tel siea. Sqwéltel. And that means creator, bless, basically my friends. And this I pray. When you look at the opening prayer, that word right there, Sqwéltel, you will find in some of the translation discussions, it means to pray. Of course, Muktalstaka is all my relations, and one of the introductions we've been doing sits in the protocol, and of course this is April's, and we're way into, I think, session 12 here, so I will put in a note on this that it talks about session 12. Tem kweléches. Get it carefully. Tem kweléches. April, time for baby sockeye salmon. And here, if we're going to say the date, Sqwéltel. If we were to ask this in that Hílékwtset phrase that I used in the opening was Hílékwtset, April 2020, Lita Hílékwtset call. What could we say? Hata. Hata means to say or I say. Tem kweléches. Sqwéltel. I say, time for baby sockeye salmon, and the translation is there. 2000s and the 20. So in here, you can check the following videos. We've gone through a few of them, and particularly the one with, I think Tim and I go through this quite directly. Hílékwtset, good morning, Lita Hílékwtset call. The answer is Tuch hata e latach. Tetzel A, of course. Tetzel A. So I'm going to wrap right there, and I'm going to let you go through that, and I'll make a note on this particular page to check with which video so that you can maybe follow along with this session too. And for now, I say, Sqwéltel, have a good day.